Hi, I'm David Yarnold, Executive Director of Environmental Defense Fund. I'd like to take a few minutes to share with you some of the breakthrough successes that we've had this year and to give you a glimpse of what we think might be ahead in 2010. 2009 has been an incredible year to be involved with Environmental Defense Fund. In Washington, our climate team has worked around the clock to take on the special interests and to build support for a national cap on America's global warming pollution. Through our groundbreaking interactive website, we showed members of Congress how clean energy businesses are growing state by state and how much more they could grow with a strong climate bill. We put a face to climate action by profiling the out-of-work steelworkers of Braddock, Pennsylvania in our Carbon Caps Hard Hats ad campaign. Communities like Braddock are poised to rebound when we pass a climate bill that will create jobs and unleash our clean energy future. And we mobilized hundreds of thousands of online activists to email, call, and maintain constant pressure on Congress. In June, these efforts resulted in the historic passage of the Clean Energy and Security Act, the first time a piece of climate legislation has been passed by either House of Congress. Now, the fight has moved on to the Senate, where we still have a long way to go. But with your continued support, our climate team is fully committed to sending a strong climate bill to President Obama's desk. We've also been busy at the global level, where our international climate staff has participated in negotiations in the run-up to the Copenhagen Climate Conference in a couple of weeks. Our international work and our national climate campaign work hand in hand to craft a global solution that'll lay the foundation for clean, renewable energy for the entire planet. In our oceans program, we've scored a number of victories in our efforts to make catch shares the definitive policy for managing America's depleted fisheries. Developed by EDF, catch shares is a proven tool that sets a limit on the total catch allowed in a given fishery and then assigns fishermen a guaranteed and sustainable share of the resource. Based on the success we've seen in the Gulf Coast red snapper fishery and elsewhere, the Obama administration is poised to make catch shares America's default fishery management policy. And since our oceans are a global resource, we've also opened offices in Mexico and Belize and have expanded our work in Cuba to promote catch shares throughout the hemisphere. In our Land, Water, and Wildlife program, we scored a major victory just this month when the California legislature passed a series of bills that have been needed for 50 years in the Golden State. These bills guarantee fresh drinking water to all Californians, and they protect California's gem, the precious Bay Delta ecosystem. This victory is an important building block for our water conservation efforts in California and throughout the West. We've also continued our efforts to protect endangered species by working with private landowners to create new safe harbor agreements. Devised by EDF, the Safe Harbor program allows private landowners to take active steps to conserve habitat without fear of federal regulation. More than 4 million acres, an area about the size of Yellowstone, Yosemite, and Grand Canyon combined, are now part of the Safe Harbor program. Dozens of species, including the ocelot, the San Joaquin kit fox, and northern spotted owl, are protected by Safe Harbor agreements. This is only a glimpse of what we were able to achieve in 2009. Your continued support is the foundation that enables us to grow and to achieve these kinds of transformational successes. In January, we will share details of our recently completed 5-year strategic plan. This is our blueprint for achieving transformational change in key program areas, from unleashing our clean energy future and building the smart electricity grid for the 21st century, to expanding our efforts to greening the supply chain of market-leading corporations. This is an exciting time to be a part of the environmental movement, and with your support, EDF is helping to lead the way. So from our family here at EDF to yours, thank you for your support, and we wish you a happy and peaceful holiday season.